Hello, welcome to the Beard Out Podcast. Podcast where we talk about the two greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al Yankovic. My Aunt Lala and my dad are the hosts of the show. Thanks for listening to the Beard Out Podcast, part of the OddPods Media Network. Stay weird and enjoy the show.
Run!
Well, hey, how are you doing? Have a seat. Have a drink. Boy, I can glad to see ya. What I can say? Where's Lala?
Oh my god. Something is happening on this show that hasn't happened for literal months. John is here for real. Hey, John.
Hello.
Are you still John?
I swear, this is not synthetic John.
Oh, no, this is real.
This is real John. I am not synthetic. I am not a synthetic human.
I know.
As humans do.
You know, people
I'm making my triumphant return after spending a few hours at my grandmother's house eating chicken nuggets.
This is the Beard Out Podcast. It's the podcast where we talk about two of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. And Oh,
Daddy's out of practice.
Daddy is out of practice. John just splashed beer all over himself.
I did. I was very rigorous and aggressive with cracking the can.
Too much. Too much. Oh boy. So how have you been? Tell the people.
I've been good and tired and happy and yeah, I'm doing all right.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Oh, you know, I'm doing pretty well. Just to give the people an idea of the time frame that we're recording this, because you all are listening to this in early October, but we're recording this sometime mid-ish, late-ish September. Today, as of the recording of this, was day 1000 of my hashtag Weird Al every day. So that was an exciting thing that occurred in Beard Al podcast history.
And my newborn son is now 1 month and 9 days old.
As of the recording of this, yes. Yes.
Ed, my boy.
Yeah, yes. They call him Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Does he have a widow's peak?
No, he is not Eddie Munster.
And the reason, I have a widow's peak, and I was just curious if he was one of my people or not, in that regard.
At least not yet.
Well, I guess we shall see. Only time will tell. So, John, we're gonna introduce our beers here real quick, and then kind of tell the people what is happening, because this is.
Well, when I introduced my beer, I was going to go over the contrast of what I did this time versus what we did last time. So how about you tell the folks what we're doing first, and then.
Okay, so John and we have from the Beard Al archives. So I know, folks, y'all have been listening to a lot of Beard Al Vault episodes for the past couple of weeks, but this is one from the Beard Al archives, meaning nobody has heard it before. And what John and I are going to do is react to it, because before we recorded the first episodes that we put out into the world for you beautiful people, we recorded an episode just to see if we could do it. And
yes, and so this idea, I would be remiss,
David,
if I did not give credit where credit is due. Thank you to our commenting in the comments, and a valued listener, David, for the suggestion to do this as an episode, and you're lucky enough that it will likely be a two-parter.
Oh, it's going to be a two-parter. Yeah. Yeah, David, stalwart retweeter. He's one of the first to retweet the episode posts when I post them every Friday. So we appreciate that. him spreading the love and the joy and all this, that, and the other. So, I'm just going to be real quick with mine because I'm kind of playing to my strengths here in that for episode number 1 of us reviewing episode number 1-ish, I have decided to just go ahead and have a Mad Elf because that's something that we had on the very first episode of Beard Owl that actually came out.
I need to know, is your Mad Elf in a can?
My Mad Elf is in a can.
All right, so your Mad Elf is a rerun and the beer is always canned.
Balloon. Yes.
Yeah, that was like the pairing that I was going to be going for the second episode. Not Mad Elf, but something I've already had in a can. My second episode is also something I've already had in a can, and I have a little theme for this as well. So people, you'll have to tune in next week to see what we do in part 2 of this. But yes, I have Mad Elf because it's a favorite. It's something that we had on episode 1 for real, and I figured why not have it for episode pre-1. Are we going to call this pre-1? What is happening? I don't know. I don't know. But I could do that. I do have Mad Elf in the fridge. But I already have opened this one, and I'm excited to drink this one. And I personally don't want to be drinking a 12% beer.
No, it's 11.
Right now.
And
semantics.
The one I have on deck for the next episode of this is 9.6. So, you know what? Lauren's having a fun evening.
Yeah.
Because we're recording this all in one shot. But you people get to listen to it over 2 weeks.
This one's 8.5. So It's not like I'm like...
You're not a slouch.
Whatever. I don't remember what my second beer is.
Well, you can tell
I know what the beer is. I don't know what the... percentage is.
Well, you can tell the people when we get there.
Because the people need to know.
They will need to know.
Yep.
What are you drinking now?
Right now, so the first time we did this song that nobody has heard, I went with a style of beer that I felt went with the song. Because as you'll hear in the episode, I said that since Lucille Ball was a ginger, I had a gingerbread stout, I believe it was. So I went with ginger there. I did not do that this time. I feel like we've gotten a little bit more nuanced in our beer pairings.
You sure have.
Yes. And so after having listened to this episode back, I found that the name of the beer that I'm having right now is very appropriate, and so I have from Rusty Rail Brewing, which I've had on the
Rusty Trombone
podcast before. Yep. The beer is called Need More Chaos.
I guess the people will figure that out.
You could tell that we were trying to stay on the rails without going off the rails, and like we were really trying.
Yeah.
And I think what the people have come to love or hate about the show, but if they hate it, why are they listening? What they come to love is the chaos and going off the rails. So we're going on the rusty rail with more chaos.
I love it. So I feel like without further ado, I should just hit the button on this bad boy. And I will tell you.
What would be the opposite of a do? A don't?
A don't? Without further.
A do, a don't. So with more, a don't.
With more, a don't. Yeah. I just want to preface this by saying that the recording actually started before we thought the actual episode would start. So there's a little bit of dumb. There's extra dumb at the beginning. So I guess here it is. You ready?
Yeah, just listener beware. You're in for a scare. The audio quality has gotten a lot better.
Yes.
Since then. So
yeah. All right.
Watch your ears.
Here we go.
We are recording this now.
Sweet.
So we can get ourselves organized. Would you like to? I'm gonna crack my beer now.
Sure.
You have a growler too?
That's just filled with water.
Oh.
I'm prepared. I have a big old bottle of water. And I've got my beer and then a growler of water in case I need more water.
Do you have your Carrie's Beer Emporium glass?
Yeah, I do.
Me too.
He cared so much.
Oh. Wow.
What is even happening right now? We're pouring things and we're just letting it happen.
Yeah. Wow.
It's still going.
In the modern day, I have my uppers and downers.
Yeah.
Eh?
It's all right.
He said it's all right.
Like the song, it's all right.
Exactly. Do you know what number this is ranked?
86.
86. Out of the
I just had
100.
it up on the playlist, and it's number 86 on.
What is it now? I paused.
Well, I have like 3 pieces of information now then,
okay.
because that was the original ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then we had re-ranked one time before, and it had jumped up to 30.
Okay.
But now it is at let me just double check my information there. Yeah, no, that's correct. 83. So it's kind of back where it was originally.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in our re-rank it kind of got a jump, and we're like, no, you really belong.
You
down
really
there.
belong back here. That's very interesting.
This is a very mid song, if I must say.
Yeah. Yes.
Playlist, so.
Okay, so
Just
that's
verify
number.
that. Yeah, 86. Numero 86.
Number 86 of 152 on our play
Where
on
did
our
we get
on our
152?
list.
See. See what I did there, Cuban?
Yeah. So did we want to have like something we say at the beginning to now? Because remember, we're recording this one now, but we have no idea. You know, we're doing this just to kind of get through one.
Right. Yeah. I don't think we're actually gonna use this one. It's just a practice, right?
It's a practice for now. I figure like after we release a couple, maybe we can be like, hey, this was our first one. Don't judge us too hard.
Right.
3.5 years later.
Or do.
No, we'll judge ourselves real hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we start off by saying something along the lines of, welcome to the Beard Al Yankovic podcast, the podcast where we talk about 2 of the greatest things in the world, beer and Weird Al. I'm Lauren Carey.
And I am John Carey.
And we are not related.
That is a lie.
No, we are very extremely related.
You're what? 2 years and how many months older than me? 2 years, 2 months, and
2 years, 3 months, and 4 days.
there you go. You got it.
I think that
And
math
I'm
is
2
wrong.
years, 3 months, and 4 days younger than you. So it's like weird how that works out, huh?
Yeah, it is weird how that works out. You've known me your whole life.
And you've known me for all but 2 years, 3 months, and 4 days of your life.
That's true. Well, no, I don't think I met you until the next day. So actually, you went through a day without knowing me.
Well, yeah, okay.
This is bad.
But so the premise of this podcast is we drink beer and we talk about a Weird Al song, and we try as best as we can to match up a beer with the song that we're talking about that day. And today we are talking about the song Ricky off of Weird Al Yankovic's eponymous debut album. Yes. Titled Weird Al Yankovic.
Absolutely.
And
so what beer did you choose?
I have chosen It's, God, they should put a pronunciation key on this, but it is a red India Pale Ale from Cigar City Brewing in Tampa, Florida, and it is called Tocobaga.
Tocobaga.
Tocobaga. Tocobaga. Tocobaga. Tocobaga. And it's a funny story about getting this beer. I had gotten my hair cut a couple of months ago.
Which
all
hair
of
did you
them.
cut? Okay.
Almost all of them.
Almost.
This hurts.
Almost. Well, they gotta miss one here and there, right?
You think so?
You think?
Probably.
So, and they had just opened a new fill station and package store in the shopping center where my hair salon is.
First of all, the packing station and beer store has since changed ownership, and my hair salon has moved.
Wow. Same hair salon, just it's moved locations?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. She downsized to a smaller strip mall because it was just the overhead was too much for
During COVID or
no post it. Like she stuck her lease out at the place until she just moved earlier this year. So, yeah. It's just funny listening back to this. It's like, first of all, we're like, so welcome to the show. This is what we're doing. You're right. It is painful. Golly.
Yeah, so so you sent me this file to listen to pre us talking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to it while I was mowing the lawn. And I'm like thinking to myself, oh, this isn't all that bad. I must not have been like really paying that much attention. Or you sent me a file that did not have like the 5 minutes of like dead bullcrap.
No, I sent you exactly this file. This is exactly the thing I sent you. So I guess
then I do not remember that time of bullcrap.
So does that? So okay, this opens up an interesting can of worms. Are we better to people who are kind of listening to us while doing other things? Probably
we were.
Or we might still be. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, who knows?
Do you want to keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
So I got my hair done, and I took a walk over there. And I go in. I have one of the beers that they have on tap. And then this older gentleman walks in, and he looks at the shelves with the cans and whatnot that they have there, and he's like, "Oh my God, you have Tocobaga? You have Tocobaga? I don't see Tocobaga anywhere." And he keeps saying Tocobaga, Tocobaga, Tocobaga. And I'm sitting there, fresh haircut, like, what is happening? Okay. So long story short, because this older gentleman talked it up so much, I brought home a 6-pack of Tocobaga. Tocobaga, the red India Pale Ale from Cigar City. Because this guy made it seem like you can't find it anywhere. So I was like, I was very judicious about, like, when would I have one? I only have 6. Like, what if they don't get it anymore? Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to drive all the way to Tampa for this beer.
A lot like the current toilet paper situation.
COVID.
I don't know when I'm going to get it again, so I might as well get it now.
Exactly. That's why I got toilet paper the other day.
Yeah.
No,
But long story
Cigar
short,
City. That's in Tampa.
they have this
isn't it?
beer.
Yeah, Cigar City's in Tampa.
So you should have no issues getting anything from Cigar City ever.
No, I know. And that's, I think, what I'm getting at. And this thing is like, and I ended up seeing it in the freaking grocery store, so I don't know why this guy freaked out about it.
Maybe that guy wasn't a local.
Maybe. I will never know.
In virtually every Publix that I have gone to, the grocery store.
Oh.
So this is not something special that I can't get on a regular basis. And so that, I think I like it less because it's so readily available.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy totally just, like, buffaloed you.
He did. He Tocobagged me.
Oh, boy.
What are you drinking?
I have.
Well, actually, I should say why do I have this red India Pale Ale
That's yes.
with Ricky? Because it's red, and so is
It's red.
Lucy's hair.
So is Lucy's hair.
Yeah.
I think we both kind of played off the same sort of thing here because I have the Hardywood gingerbread stout, and I just ran with the word gingerbread because it starts with ginger, and Lucy was a ginger. Well, no, wasn't her hair a different color, but she dyed it red for the show or something. Yeah,
You know, she didn't even
Lucy Ricardo was a ginger.
All right, she was.
Lucille Ball might not have been, but Lucy Ricardo was.
I think Lucille Ball was blonde. Did you know that Lucille Ball auditioned for the role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind?
You know, I could see that. Because when people think of Lucille Ball, obviously they just think of I Love Lucy and her as a funny person. But I don't know. I feel like she could have been a decent, straight man.
Preach.
Yeah, woman.
You know, but you know what I mean.
I know.
But kind of like how Jim Carrey was typecast as a comedian for a while, and then he had serious roles like what was it? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Truman Show.
Yeah. I was gonna say Man on the Moon, but that's about a comedian, so that's
it's a dramatic.
Okay,
so
sorry, I was watching the timer lapse on the thing.
No, you're good. No, now that you guys have heard what our original pairings were for this song, would you all agree that we have gotten a little bit better with our reasonings for pairing something? Leave a comment below.
Yeah, let us know.
I will say that the beer that you currently have and the beer that I currently have for this and what we have paired for the second episode, we would not be able to pair with this because we're pairing it. We're pairing the beers to our reactions and not to the song.
Yeah,
right.
We're pairing with ourselves.
With a beer that's always a rerun that's canned. I went with, wow, this episode needs more chaos.
Yep.
So without having done this episode, our current pairings would not exist. But that being said, these pairings to this reaction episode are a lot stronger than our pairings were for Ricky.
And we felt really good about them too.
We did.
We were like, Toga Baga, it's red.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, I feel like today, when we have a weak pairing, we're like, yeah, this is a stretch, but this is all I can get. Like we don't try to be like, yes, I picked this beer because of these fancy reasons.
It's like, nah, I just wanted to have this beer. It was in the fridge.
Yep. That people who listen to the very special episodes know that that's pretty much how I am about the Sweetwater 420 G13.
Okay.
I have that on a lot of episodes of the show, and my reasoning is I like it. It's in the fridge. Here we go. It's my favorite dank IPA.
Now I do have some small commentary that I want to make about the song, since we're kind of reacting in a way we can now add our own commentary about the song here.
Sure.
And my commentary isn't really so much about the song, but it's more about the source material of I Love Lucy. Now, the reason that you or I know I Love Lucy as well or as not well as we do, was because when we were growing up, if we stayed home sick from school, there were three things that were on TV. You got The Price is Right, you've got news, and you've got I Love Lucy, right? And so back then, when everybody had cable or over the air or whatever, you're homesick from school. God, I hope they're playing Plinko today on The Price is Right, and I hope it's the Chocolate Factory episode of I Love Lucy.
Yeah,
that's your day when you from school. But like, I just thought about it now. Like, my kids will not know I Love Lucy unless I go and seek it out to show it to them.
Oh my
Because,
God.
like, people cut the cord. I've cut the cord for the most part. Like, so I don't have live TV, like, all that much or anything like that. I don't have, like, a station that I could just be like, let's put on I Love Lucy.
Oh, no, you do.
Or, like, if my kids are homesick from school, they're not gonna, like, just go to that channel because there's nothing else on. There's so many streaming things that they would go to. There's so many other
Before I Love Lucy.
It's
Yeah.
just so
I think
that, like you know what I mean?
I totally get what you mean. And all I'm going to say is because we never had a cord here. There was nothing here to cut in this house.
Right.
Right. I've got like antenna TV to watch like, the local stuff.
Yes.
But everything else is all apps. Pluto TV is free and they have an entire I Love Lucy station.
Okay.
There's also an entire Price is Right station. There's 2 separate Price is Right stations, one for Bob Barker, one for Drew Carey. There's Pluto TV is what is on in our house 75% of the time when we just need something on. Like if I'm cooking or this, that, and the other, Pluto TV is where we go. There's a Family Tie station. There's a Frasier and Cheers station. There's, a Bob Ross station. Pluto TV is the jam.
I will say that there are, I can name probably a dozen things that my children would choose to watch before they would even think about going to Pluto.
Oh, no, I know that. What I'm saying is
so
if
that's truly my point. Like, sure, I could seek out watching I Love Lucy, but the point was, like, my kids aren't channel surfing.
Right.
Like we did back in the day. It was like, oh man, what's on today? And flip. But now it's like, no, I want to watch something on Disney or Paramount or whatever. And it's like, yeah.
What's cool about Pluto is it gives you that old school TV experience. Is like you can't pick an episode. You just kind of have to watch the one that's on. Yeah. And there are commercials and stuff. And it's like, oh, this feels like real television. So I would say get Pluto TV because it's free and let your
That's how Sling Free Play
Let your babysitter figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, my babysitter is very technologically impaired.
Well, tell her where to find Pluto TV and tell her where I Love Lucy is, and I guarantee your kid will love I Love Lucy. But that's neither here nor there.
Besides the point, it's the point is that there's like no real channel surfing.
No, you're right.
Like
the whole thing.
It's for the younger generation to be exposed to something like I Love Lucy. It needs to be sought out.
That and you make a very, very good point with that, and I that doesn't make me feel good.
No, because that's not the only show that's going to happen to.
No, all of them.
Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie and
Gilligan's Island
and like all that, like,
all of them,
all shows of that era.
Oh my God, they're
just going to be like, yeah,
gone.
So unless that generation seeks it out, which why?
I mean,
let's be honest, why?
Why would they? Unless Pluto TV is all you have, and you're like, this Family Ties is pretty good.
Right. Okay.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, you know what I mean, Lo? Like, if all you can afford is the free streaming stuff, you're like, well, I'm going to watch whatever's here. So maybe that's how it lives on with people that can't afford any premium stuff. So let's just hope.
Sure, but I will say how many people of that generation is that going to truly apply to? I feel like there's a lot of people that have a lot of different streaming services that it's to only have Pluto. I just don't think that's.
Who knows? Well,
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Everybody's got their own.
Or I mean, maybe you could have parents that are like, you know what? I'm gonna train my kids to think that this is what TV is.
Right.
And we're gonna watch. Nothing is on demand. We're gonna watch Pluto. If it's not on, it's not on.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, I think this is probably a good time for us in this particular episode to throw it to a little ad break before we pick up some more. So anyway.
We're going to be right back after these ads. That's it.
Hi, I'm Tina Jaramillo.
And I'm Hillary Doherty.
And we host the Muck Podcast, where we discuss the dark and sometimes weird true stories in American politics.
Hey, Tina, did you know that Elvis crashed the Nixon White House for the sole purpose of getting a DEA badge? And it worked?
What? Or how a gun control advocate senator out of California engaged in gun trafficking with notorious gang leader Shrimp Boy?
Shrimp Boy, I remember him. Okay, so, we cover all of that and more from maladies, madness, mischief, and murder in U.S. politics.
And we also host a bi-weekly interview segment called Lil Muck.
We interview politicians, journalists, activists, and others who share their experiences in politics.
Find the Muck Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts and check us out on social media at the Muck Podcast.
And we're back!
We're back.
All right. You know what? Let's just jump into where we were at in the episode.
Sure.
Role as a comedian.
Right.
I don't think a conventional quote unquote straight man actor could have done it.
Right.
But
Right,
not just
but I
any
think
comedic
it's one
actor
of
could
his
have
more
done the funny
serious-
parts.
One of his more serious roles at the time.
Yes, with Courtney Love.
Yeah, she was in that movie. Holy cow.
She was in that and The People versus Larry Flint. Those are her movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, People versus Larry Flint. That's Woody Harrelson. He is Larry Flint, the penthouse guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else did he had out at the time? Like he was like Ace Ventura and like The Mask, and then he comes out with the Man on the Moon, and it's like not as off the wall, crazy.
It's not all right, died in here. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
With Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels, yeah.
Right? He goes both ways.
Gay?
Acting.
Now acting, okay.
Acting.
Like let's not speak to his personal life, but
No, because he's got a lot of dramatic roles. I think there's a lot of
he was
people.
in The Martian.
The
He was in
Martian.
The Martian, yeah.
That show, The Newsroom.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I just saw him on an episode of Impractical Jokers the other day.
yeah.
Yeah, it was they were playing along with him, and it was like they were setting up a room like that they were going to be working with Jeff Daniels, and each one of them was in the room at a different time, and they had to have the other person that was helping them set up kind of like take the fall for a fart. And so like Jeff Daniels would walk in and be like, "Who did the fart?" And
Who did the fart?
yeah, no,
Who farted?
yeah, like not who farted. No, he said who did the fart. That got me laughing. But like they had to have the other person like take the fall for it, like say like, "Yeah, I did the fart," even if they didn't. Yeah, it was really funny. Like, who did the fart? Yeah.
Who did the fart? That's fabulous. Oh boy. See, you know what? See what we did there? Completely like organically, and I'm glad we tried this. We just basically went on a pop culture tangent,
Yes, we
which
did.
I think is right in the vein of what Weird Al Yankovic kind of
He
does.
does that all the time.
The first patented Beard Owl tangent.
Yeah.
Like as referenced in the source material idea for this podcast.
Oh yes.
In that first passage for this song, because this is by chance the first song in the book.
The book.
He goes on about how Al
Yeah, I was gonna say,
connected
I haven't
everything
touched that book
from like
in
TV
years.
to pop to food, and
Don't say that.
related it all to pop culture, much like
That's because I've read it all.
Mickey to Lucy being Ricky.
I haven't read it.
Exactly. And our source material is the book The Weird Accordion to Al by Nathan Rabin, where he painstakingly went through Weird Al's entire catalog and very brilliantly and intelligently and just did a really darn good job putting all this together. So we each kind of independently of each other got this book, and we're like, you know what? Let's just talk about Weird Al, and let's drink some beer and talk to each other about Weird Al, and hence Beard Al Yankovic was born.
Isn't that what it's called?
Absolutely.
Nope.
You want to talk a little bit about Ricky? Why did we decide to record this one first? You know, to practice with Ricky.
I think that kind of leads into us talking about the ranking system. What we did was we ranked each album from best to worst, assigned it a value, and then within each album ranked the songs from best to worst and assigned those a value. And I kind of created a formula based on those values to come up with basically a master list ranking of how we would rank these songs from best to worst.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky kind of ended up smack dab just about in the middle. Ricky is number 86 out of 150.
Are you doing that, or are there satanic voices behind us?
Yeah, so
I think there's
that's
satanic voices
pretty,
behind.
pretty well in the middle. And I think
I'm listening to
of
myself
the songs
describe
in
this
that
ranking
area-
system, and I'm like, wow, how to make myself sound important and smart without actually being important or smart.
Isn't it like this is very, very much like this must
you can tell
What?
that this is the first episode.
we've
ever.
never done it, and it's almost like
let's just say that.
oh, you'd think that you and I had never talked to each other before.
There's a reason it went unreleased.
Yeah, we were not that dumb to be like, let's put this poop out. This is what will make the show take off.
No, it was actually the night Santa went crazy.
Yeah, that was like the fourth one we recorded. The first one that got put out.
Sure. So the other ones that we recorded, they were all released except for this one, right?
That is correct, because the plumbing song and Bob got recorded before the night Santa went crazy. So Night Santa Went Crazy was episode 1. The plumbing song was episode 2. Bob was episode 3. And then the fifth thing that we recorded together was The Night Santa Went Crazy. But that got released first because we were like, let's come out of the gate strong. And we put that out.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
All right. Okay.
Because we didn't.
It worked out okay.
It worked out pretty great for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
We can skip back into this.
It's one of the easier ones to talk about because it's got its own real source material of Lucille Ball, and I love Lucy.
The Lucy Show. Here's Lucy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine's on the subway and the guy takes her TV guide because it's got Al Roker on the front, and he's like, oh, you can, watch a whole marathon of Lucy on whatever day this is, and he goes, there's I Love Lucy, The Lucy Show, here's Lucy, and it's Frank Costanza's TV guide. Elaine borrowed it to read on the subway, and then she leaves it, and this guy ends up turning it into like a bouquet and brings it over to the house, and Frank's like, my TV guide! Ah!
Yeah. Because didn't he collect them?
Yes.
Yeah, he collected them. He had everyone for years.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of why we're talking about the song Ricky. It's funny, the songs on Weird Al's debut album, they're different, I think, than anything else, in that it's probably the most accordion forward album
It is.
in his entire catalog.
Well done, Lauren.
I would agree with that because I don't think he really had access to a lot of different musician friends at the time. Like he he kind of put himself on the map with his accordion. Because his first real single was My Bologna that he recorded in a bathroom.
Yep.
With like his accordion case as the percussion and the accordion.
Yep.
So yeah, getting himself on the map with this album, you kind of got to use what you have available, and he had an accordion available.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, he's covering all these pop songs on it, and he's some of the originals on this album are some of my favorite Weird Al originals. But
Still
like
true.
what he does, he's basically recreating the songs with accordion on this album versus kind of trying to just emulate what was already there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely different. And I think with this one in particular, this sounds the most like the source record than the other covers on the album, I would think, mostly because it's just a lot of dun, 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 dun. There's not a lot to it.
There's not a lot of music to stand on in Mickey itself, to be truthful. It's just like you said, ba, 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 as long as you have that.
Yeah.
Whatever. He embellishes with the accordion for a lot of the electric guitar parts, but there's also a little bit of electric guitar in his track as well. So it's really close to the source song.
It's really close to the source song. And I mean, as far as like what you and I used to listen to as kids, I don't think this album was as hot in our Weird Al listening rotation as some of the others.
No, that's true. That's true. When I think back to the hot Weird Al tracks, or albums,
the hot Weird Al tracks.
The hot Weird Al tracks of the day. No, like I most remember times listening to like Bad Hair Day and Running with Scissors, and that is kind of where, in time frame, where he peaked. If you really want to call it a peak, like his best work in like overall was, I think, Bad Hair Day. Because he had great originals, he had great covers. Sure, there were a couple clunkers on there, but the clunkers on
We still agree.
Bad Hair Day are not as bad as the clunkers on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to comment
Some others.
that we kind of alluded to it. Yeah, he kind of changed up the gimmick from the self-titled to in 3D of recreating the songs with an accordion versus changing the lyrics and really recreating the tracks as they are.
Yeah.
And only using the accordion for polkas and tracks here and there, not like relying on the accordion play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I definitely do still agree with the Bad Hair Day and Running with Scissors being
the epitome,
my core Weird Al memories, and I think that it's there. That I think that they're the best because those are the first ones that we listened to, and what really opened us to like following him. So like everything before Bad Hair Day, we did not listen to as it was released,
right?
But everything after Bad Hair Day, we listened to it as it was released, and so it's like the hot new thing, and like we formed our own memories associating with when it was released versus listening to a back catalog.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense because there's definitely something with like the core memory of something new versus going back and grabbing it, which is why I kind of love the diversity in how people connect with his music sort of in that way, and why I kind of feel sad for the newer generation that isn't going to get they're not going to have their new Weird Al music moment because it's been almost 10 years since we've had that, and yeah. Anyway, let's get through the halfway point of this so that we can cut it and send it to next week.
So,
we're almost there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, or some others like Off the Deep End.
Yeah.
I think Off the Deep End
one of
is
my
even
least
worse
favorite
than
albums.
I know.
Vocal Party.
Is
And
Off the
Vocal
Deep
Party
End
sucks.
even worse than even worse?
Yes it is. Off the Deep End is worse.
We're terrible.
But yeah, so it's funny then, since we didn't listen to this album all that often, it's funny that
I'm looking
as
at the
part
rankings.
of the library's
You have
summer
Off the
reading
Deep End
program.
as better than even worse.
I do, don't I?
Currently, you have Off the Deep End better than even worse, and I have it even worse than even worse. You have even worse at 14 and Deep End at 13. I have even worse at 10 and Deep End at 14, and we both have Alpocalypse at 15.
Well, because we're both not dumb.
That we used to do every year for their
yeah.
talent show. It's funny that we chose to get up on stage in front of our friends, peers, and the library children's staff and pantomime a skit
Yes.
to this song.
The main part of that skit I remember is I had an iron burn mark taped on the back of my shirt.
Yep.
It was made out of black construction paper, and during that part of the song, I just turned around and pointed to the back of my shirt.
You
That's
ironed my new
the
shirt
part
and
I-
you burned a hole right through.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
part I most remember.
Yeah. that was-
However, looking back, I probably should have actually ruined a shirt and cut out an iron and singed it around the edges, so that way it looked like it was a burnt hole through my shirt.
I
but-
don't think Mom would have let that happen.
Absolutely not. But you know
No.
what? It would have made it more true to the source material.
It would have been more true to the source material. We should have both just kind of looked at her and said, "But Mom, it's art."
I don't think. I don't think we would have done that.
No, we wouldn't have
Hence
done
us
that.
not doing that.
Nope, that's why we didn't do it. That's why we did it the way that we did it. But
Yeah.
until God, because like even in high school, right? Like you'd have to go to the library to research stuff for school and whatnot.
Mhm.
I was called Lucy up until I was like 20 years old if I'd go into that library.
Oh yeah, and probably when you were 20 years old was the last time you stepped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't
think
read
I've
anymore.
Been there in that long either.
We had become increasingly less literate.
Well, no, I think
Same
it's
joke.
Same joke.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think we say this in the original episode that we're listening to, but we did that same gimmick again.
We did. We
At the
didn't. I
talent
don't.
show.
With Yoda.
Yeah, with Yoda. We did. Yeah, and I was Yoda.
You were. You stood on your knees.
Yeah. I did.
That did not go over as well as Ricky.
No, it's less memorable for sure.
Yeah, it's because
I don't know which one we did first.
We
did.
did.
We do Yoda first? We did Ricky first.
We did Ricky first, and then we tried
Okay.
to. We tried to catch lightning twice.
Yeah, it didn't.
No, we did
But
not.
do you remember who was the MC for these talent shows?
Yes. Magic 93. Oh my God, what's his name?
Was it
Frankie Warren.
Yeah.
Frankie Warren from Magic 93.
I don't know why I was gonna say Jumpin' Jeff Walker, but it was absolutely Frankie Warren.
It was Frankie Warren from Magic 93.
Yeah.
Jumpin' Jeff Walker was too interested.
KRZ. Still is KRZ.
No!
He's still there.
He's too old to be doing that.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, no.
Jumpin' Jeff Walker.
He's too old to be doing that and the Who that he does. He's too old for all of it. Oh, no. Anyway.
Yeah.
Frankie Warren is a delight. I remember him shaving his mustache was as traumatic for me as Alex Trebek doing the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So there were in NEPA. There's like 3 big like local media figureheads that I remember. You got Frankie Warren,
Jumpin' Jeff Walker.
Jumpin' Jeff Walker, and who do you think the third one I'm going to say?
Vince Sweeney?
Yes, you got it, Vince Sweeney, the Weatherman.
I am friends with Vince Sweeney on Facebook.
Are you?
I am.
What's he up to these days?
Being Vince.
Okay.
You know. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
John.
I'm glad that you fell on the same third one that I did. Because
my God.
that means that it's actually like, yes.
It's true.
I'm not like just remember. Like there was like 3 that you just absolutely remember.
Well, I also remember the one time I was in the Boscov's department store with Grandma, and we were in the basement. And in the basement of Boscov's, they had the restaurant, and they also had the ice cream parlor. So it was a department store, and in the basement, they had these food places. And Grandma was taking me to get ice cream at the basement.
At the luncheonette.
Luncheonette at Boscov's.
Yes.
And who was in line in front of us at the luncheonette ice cream counter at Boscov's but Keith Martin, local news anchor Keith Martin.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
Grandma recognized him, went up to him, tapped his shoulder very gently, introduced herself, and said, I was probably like 7.
Hello.
And she's like, hello, this is my granddaughter, Lauren. She gets straight A's. And I was like, I was so embarrassed.
You could not be smaller,
I could not. I was like, oh my God, why are you telling the newsman that I get straight A's? I'm sure I'm not the only one,
No.
But I got ice cream out of it, and I have a fun story to tell for the rest of my life. So you know what? Cheers.
So to go on with the local weatherman
Oh boy.
topic here, so my wife, Natalie, she grew up on the western half of the state, and she went to Penn State, which is like eventually went to main campus, and
Which is located in a town, interestingly enough, called State College. Which that's funny how that worked out.
How? Yeah. At any rate, either in State College or back in her hometown news station, there was a weatherman by the name of Josh Hodell.
Oh, I know Josh Hodell.
And then she moved to Wilkes-Barre, and it's Josh Hodell. Like, he had moved.
He moved. He followed her.
Yeah. No, I think she followed him. He was, like, he had left, and then she had, yes.
Oh, so your wife followed Josh Hodell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unintentionally. I don't think she, she followed where the job was. But
maybe the job followed
it was
Josh
just
Hodell.
funny that she's like, oh my God, Josh Hodell. I remember Josh Hodell. Yeah.
That's very funny. I love that. We need to do a whole thing when we talk about local news people, because I could go on about this forever, but I feel like we need to wrap this episode up so we can get into the second half of it for next week.
Sure.
So, I need to, oh my goodness. I have to keep moving things on Button Boy because I have so much happening over here. But I think it's time for us to say
And that's when those security guards threw us out.
And I'm still Lauren.
And I'm still John.
I can't believe you're here again. But anyway.
Oh my God. Will we ever complete this episode? Find out again next week on the
Beard Owl Podcast.
Sorry, we got a 1. We got a pencil again.
I'm going to leave the recording happening because I'm just going to do it all in one big thing and split it up on myself on the backside. I have to pee.
I need to go grab my second beer because it's in the fridge.
Okay, and I have to pee. And okay, so we shall reconvene shortly, but it shall keep recording.